I was too distracted by you. The sound of my own heartbeat was so deafening that the explosions in front of me were silenced.
Last time on Kaguya-sama Love is War, the always calm and collected President Shirogane makes a visit to the bedside of a sick Kaguya. In today's episode, he finds that Kaguya transforms into a complete airhead when she's under the weather. The episode is filled with unexpected twists and a side of Kaguya that Shirogane had never seen before, making for a truly entertaining episode. Now, onto the full recap. As Shirogane makes his way to the Shinomiya estate, he is greeted by Kaguya's maid Hayasaka in disguise. As he is led to Kaguya's room, Shirogane is shocked to find her in a fever state, unable to suppress her desires, before excusing herself. Hayasaka explains that Kaguya will have no memory of the time she's sick and tacitly encourages Shirogane to take advantage of her. Still loopy, Kaguya apologizes for constantly doing things that cause trouble for Shirogane and claims that her upbringing is to blame for the way she deals with people. She then suggests that she and Shirogane, platonically, sleep together and pulls him into bed with her. Although Shirogane is understandably panicked by this, he quickly succumbs to sleep deprivation and passes out next to Kaguya, who is both confused and enraged when she wakes up in a more coherent state and finds Shirogane in her bed. Kaguya kicks him out of the room and Shirogane flees back home. The next day, we cut to the student council room. In a showdown over the last slice of strawberry shortcake, Shirogane and Kaguya's tension boils over from an altercation in the previous episode. Irritated with each other, they fiercely compete for the remaining cake, despite Principal Adolphe only providing 2 slices. With Ishigami out searching for Chika to mediate, the two stubbornly argue until Chika arrives and devours the cake, leaving Shirogane and Kaguya empty-handed. Today's match results: both the two lovers lose. Trying to fix her misunderstanding with Shirogane when she was sick, Kaguya seeks advice on the opposite sex from Nagisa, specifically on how to resolve a recent fight. Meanwhile, Shirogane also seeks counsel from Ishigami, who despite lacking romantic experience, is well-versed in rom-com manga. After sharing their stories with Ishigami and Nagisa, both are advised that neither party is truly at fault, and there's no need for guilt. As fate would have it, Kaguya and Shirogane cross paths in the school hallway and, in their own unique way, put their differences to rest. In the end, it's a win-win for both. The next day, the student council celebrates the start of summer vacation, and Chika suggests a group trip. But Shirogane, determined to spend time with Kaguya, suggests a trip closer to home. Unfortunately, Chika already has plans to go to Hawaii. Ishigami then interjects, expressing his interest in hanging out with Shirogane, and they agree to go to the summer festival together. However, Chika soon realizes that she'll be in Spain during the festival. Despite this, Ishigami insists that the group should still attend, leading to an argument between him and Chika, resulting in her storming out of the room. Ishigami, feeling guilty, tries to leave but is stopped and thanked by Kaguya and Shirogane. In the end, everyone wins, except for Chika. Starting off episode 11, half a month has flown by since the start of summer vacation, and Shirogane is left feeling lonely at home. Kaguya stumbles upon Twitter and repeatedly interrupts Ai's attempt at having a peaceful bath with tech problems. Little does Ai know, Kaguya's real problem is her lack of knowledge about creating a Twitter account. With her continued problems, Kaguya's lack of technology skills is now exposed. Thanks to Ai's guidance, Kaguya finally sets up her account and begins following her fellow student council members. But that isn't the end of her troubles. Ai also has to explain the concept of protected accounts on Twitter. Despite Ai's help, Kaguya soon finds herself needing assistance again, and so the day ends with no progress made on Kaguya's Twitter journey. The next day, Chika and her sisters touch down in Japan after their globe-trotting adventure. Saburo Odajima makes his introduction in his own mind. He strolls into a local ramen joint and orders the most unassuming dish on the menu. But little does he know, it's the shop's top-rated combination. Suddenly, Chika enters the scene and orders the same exact dish, catching Saburo off guard. He starts to wonder if Chika could be a fellow connoisseur, but quickly realizes she's not when she requests a different type of noodle. As Saburo savors his noodles, he can't help but notice Chika's unique approach to eating mini ramen, and realizes she must have deliberately ordered her bowl to maximize the flavor. He starts to suspect that Chika could be on par with the famous ramen emperors. And as he watches her finish her bowl, he's convinced she's in the same league. In awe of her youthful exuberance, Saburo gives her a congratulatory thumbs up, which confounds Chika, but in the end, Chika emerges victorious. One day, Shirogane laments about how dull his summer vacation has been so far. He hasn't been in contact whatsoever with Kaguya. On the other hand, Kaguya is also facing the same predicament. Although both sides want to contact one another, they're reluctant to do so because of their pride. Both of them are frustrated with their predicaments and decide to go outside. Shirogane tells his sister Kei that he's going grocery shopping for dinner, while Kaguya visits the school council room. As Kaguya notes her desire to see Shirogane, he, on the other hand, rushes into the room, but she's nowhere in sight. As it turns out, before Shirogane arrived, Kaguya left. The two, however, agree that they wish summer vacation wasn't so long. At the start of episode 12, summer festival preparations are in full swing, and Kaguya gears up in a kimono to meet her friends Shirogane, Chika, and Ishigami. Sadly, her plans are thwarted by her father, who disapproves of her recent behavior. Unable to attend the festival, Kaguya vents her frustration on Twitter. Meanwhile, Shirogane sees her post and rushes over to her house on his bike. As Kaguya sulks, Ai tries to cheer her up and even helps her escape her confinement. Determined to attend the festival, Kaguya hops in a taxi, but with traffic, her driver informs her that she'll miss the fireworks. So, Kaguya decides to walk the rest of the way. But unfortunately, she still misses the fireworks. Luckily, her spirits are lifted when Shirogane finds her and reunites her with Chika and Ishigami. The group then takes a taxi to Chiba, where they finally catch a delayed fireworks display. As the new school term begins, the student council members dive back into their duties, but Kaguya, still upset over Shirogane's inability to show her fireworks up close, stubbornly ignores his presence. He assumes it's because she's self-conscious around him. Despite multiple attempts, the two struggle to initiate a conversation. But as Ishigami and Chika are expelled from the room, an opportunity arises for them to finally talk. Unfortunately, their conversation is cut short as Kaguya's words are misinterpreted by Shirogane, causing him to flee the room in embarrassment. In the end, Kaguya emerges victorious and chases after Shirogane to clear up the misunderstanding. What a hilarious way to end the first season. This is actually the most progress the two lovers have made, so it's great to see them inching closer to their end goal of confession. It's been a wild ride following their antics, and we're so glad we got to recap it all for you. But the fun doesn't end here, because we've got even more in store for you. Get ready, because our anime review of Kaguya-sama Love is War is coming your way soon. Stay tuned.